who are willing to cobble together an app collection from Huawei and Amazon and sideload Google apps, even though they're not guaranteed to work well. Still, I wanted to cover this thing in some capacity because if nothing else, it's important to see what we're missing out on, right? Well, on our way to the cameras, let's stop over and talk about the casing. One of the things I like about Huawei is it's usually not content to just build aspirational smartphones. Historically, it's insisted that they also stand out with a fanciful finish. Recall the bottomless blues of the Mate 20 Pro, the iridescent nebula of the P20 Pro. Now, 2020 seems to be the year when brands go bland. You can get a black one, or you can get a white one. I asked Huawei about this, and the company said for this generation it was interested in creating something classic and timeless. I don't see why that would have prevented it from also giving buyers a fun option. I will give the company credit. The white version that I have is attractive in a restrained sort of way. It looks expensive. It feels expensive thanks to its weight. Also, I like that rather than glass, Huawei went with a microcrystalline zirconium ceramic backplate. That makes it more scratch resistant while still allowing for wireless charging. 40-watt wireless charging if you have the special Huawei charger, which as of yet I do not. In an era when most wireless pads are limited to 15 watts and under, it's nice to see Huawei pushing the envelope. Alright, let's get to why we're here. There are 5 separate cameras filling out the face of the raised Mesa-like optical array on the back of the phone, which bears the legend Vario Sumilux. As photographer Ken Rockwell explains on his website, that's decades-old Leica lingo meant to evoke superior performance in 2 areas, low light and zoom. The sensors themselves are a 50-megapixel primary backed up by 40-megapixel ultra-wide, a depth sensor, and 2 separate 8-megapixel cameras for zoom, one with 3x mag, the other with 10x. That's optical zoom. It's not cropping the image and sacrificing quality, but rather using a series of mirrors and prisms to bend the incoming light, achieving a similar effect to a big glass lens on a conventional camera. That zoom capability opens up a whole new set of possibilities for creative framing, and it comes in handy for more than just distant sailboats. Example, I wanted to capture the mid-century spirit of the Silver Sands Motel sign in Greenport, but not these anachronistic modern-day vehicles out front. So I punched into the next lens and cropped a little further until I got what I wanted. Now, could you do this with your Pixel or your iPhone? Sure, but you wouldn't get this kind of sharpness.